Loretta Swit, Hot Lips Houlihan on MASH, dies at 87. Loretta Swit, who played Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan on seminal TV comedy MASH, died Friday at her home in New York City. She was 87. Her rep Harlan Bowl said she died of natural causes. For her work on MASH, Swit was Emmy-nominated for Outstanding Performance by a Supporting Actress in a Comedy every year from 1974 to 83, winning the Emmy in 1980 and 1982. Her MASH co-star Alan Alda remembered her on X, writing, "Loretta was a supremely talented actor. She deserved all her 10 Emmy nominations and her 2 wins. But more than acting her part, she created it. She worked hard in showing the writing staff how they could turn the character from a one-joke sexist stereotype into a real person, with real feelings and ambitions. We celebrated the day the script came out listing her character not as Hot Lips, but as Margaret. Loretta made the most of her time here." As MASH evolved over its 11-year run from a broadly farcical satire into a more contemplative series that embraced drama as much as comedy, the character of Margaret Houlihan and the way Swit performed it changed markedly as well. She was, at first, a crudely drawn villain allied with the weasel Frank Burns, who existed to be object of derision and of practical jokes by Hawkeye and Trapper John. The first step in her evolution came with the season 4 episode Mail Call Again, in which Margaret realizes what Frank is, at least up to a point, after Frank's wife finds out about Margaret and he lies about it, with the season 5 episode Bug Out, in which most of the personnel evacuate, leaving only Hawkeye, Margaret and Radar to take care of a patient that can't be moved. Viewers began to respect her professionally and a human side came through. The best moment in Swit's long tenure as Houlihan, however, came a few episodes later with the one called The Nurses. In this episode, the nurses under Major Houlihan keep a secret from her. They contrive to allow one nurse and her new husband to spend the night together, but in the end Margaret finds out, culminating in a speech in which she emotionally declares how she's always felt ostracized by them, how they've never so much as offered her a lousy cup of coffee. In the words of one MASH fan site, she lets them know why she's always so mean to them, in a speech that's both riveting and heartbreaking. Another key moment came in season 6 when Margaret and Hawkeye were trapped in a hut amid rain and shelling by the enemy. Amid the trauma, they sleep together, ultimately, in Swit's own opinion, ending the long-lasting enmity between the two characters. Reviewing her character's position and evolution on MASH, Swit once said, "I mean, certain things had to remain the same. She had to remain one of the antagonists because that was the structure of the show." In the second season, we saw for the first time that she was unhappy with Frank and wanted more from her life. Then around the 3rd or 4th year, in an episode called The Nurses, Hot Lips gave the nurses a speech telling them how lonely she was because she was in charge and that's the way it was, so she couldn't really have any friends. Her marriage and her divorce changed her. Her affair with Hawkeye and Comrades in Arms changed both characters, so that they were never really rivals again. Swit appeared as Major Houlihan, and Larry Linville appeared as Frank Burns, on the 1975 variety special Rickles, starring insult comedian Don Rickles. After the end of the show, the actress starred in the popular, Emmy-nominated 1983 telepic The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, in which she played a teacher who puts the worst students in the school's holiday pageant. She went to star in a long series of TV movies, including 1985's The Execution, and guested on shows ranging from The Love Boat to Murder, She Wrote, making her final television appearance in a 1998 episode of Diagnosis Murder. In 1985 she starred with Rip Torn in the feature comedy Beer, with Swit first billed. 3 years she played President Barbara Adams in Whoops Apocalypse, a feature adaptation of a dark political comedy on British TV. The actress also had roles in the 1996 Chuck Norris film Forest Warrior and last appeared in the 1998 comedy Beach Movie.